Just to continue with the Crusader Hurricane issue series, I thought I'd give you guys an update to let you know how the van's going so far on the game. On the very first leg of the game, we had a couple of issues. The first of which was that the freezer door front panel, the bottom trim broke and the front panel slid down. This would not allow me to open the freezer door until I pushed it up, and when I did push it up and open the freezer door, the trim panel, which was broken, would not hold the front panel, and I couldn't close the freezer door. So I had no choice. I had to go ahead and use some duct tape. I just stuck everything together, and that seemed to have worked. The freezer door is still duct taped together, but at least the freezer is working, so that's a pretty good thing. The next issue that we had was I discovered that the inverter was not screwed down. It was actually just put in place, everything connected up. So when we got onto the game and, going through the corrugations and all, it just bounced itself around and the plugs came out. So the inverter wasn't working. Lucky for me, that was a simple enough fix. I just plugged it in, I put in a couple of screws to hold it, and everything seemed to be alright. One of the issues with screwing the inverter down, though, was that when the electrician or the contractor for Crusader Caravans installed the charger management system on top of it to the side. So that meant that they couldn't get access to the screw holes for the inverter. So what happened was I could only access 2 screws, and I went ahead and put 2 screws in. As we continued on with the journey, we had a few more issues. Some of the drawers and the cupboard door, the latch retainer broke. I was really disappointed to find that these were just plastic. They are obviously not up to the task of an off-road caravan, and I suspected that at some stage they would snap. But this left me in a bit of a predicament. I'm in the middle of the game, no shops around, can't go ahead and buy aftermarket metal ones. So I looked around the van to try and find something that I could use to fabricate a latch. Lucky for me, when I modified the table, I did not remove the aluminium strips on one side of the bed, the original aluminium strip where the table leg panel would slide into. So what I did was I unscrewed the aluminium strip, got one of the broken latches, marked it all out, drilled a couple of holes and fabricated my own latch on the gib. But it seems to have worked. They are now made of aluminium instead of plastic. I am hoping that it will at least see me through the gib. And while I was at it, I made a few extra so that if some of the others break, I've got something that I can use. Because we were continuing on the gib and the inverter was only held by 2 screws because I could not access the other 2 mounting screw holes, the inverter still bounced around and the plugs came out again. However, this time when I plugged it in, even though the inverter worked, I had no 240 volt power. The 12 volt system was alright, but I could not for the life of me get 240 to work. So I started to check everywhere where there was a 240 volt connection, made sure that everything was tight, but still no joy. Switched on the inverter, went to the circuit breaker outside the van, hit the circuit breaker, and it didn't trip. which meant that there was no power coming to it. So what I did was I called Red Arc, and again Red Arc to the rescue. Told him what the issue was, and he did a step-by-step walkthrough again, and we established that there must have been a surge in the power and it tripped an onboard circuit breaker. He told me where to look for the circuit breaker. I reset the circuit breaker and it's fixed. I've got 240 volts back again. So right now, yes, we've had issues with the van. From the start of our lap, the range hood's not working, still not working. The cooktop glass is broken because the range hood dropped on it when it unscrewed itself. The fridge door panels are all taped in place because the trim holding the front panels in place have all broken, and I'm just using duct tape to hold everything. The inverter, well, still held by 2 screws, but what I have done is I wedged some foam to try and stop the bouncing, and I've put everything back. Circuit breaker tripped and reset and got that working. Now, one of the things though that has happened, and I'm really not pleased about, because this was again another safety issue, and I suggest that all of you with a Hurricane or a Force or any of the vans with a microwave in it, check that your microwave is secured in place. My microwave was simply put in place, the trim put over it, and that was it. And the microwave, I didn't realize, was not secured and was bouncing all over the place. So there was one evening where we pulled up to camp to cook dinner. We popped it into the microwave, and what happened was it started to buzz and make a hell of a lot of noise and arc and flash, and there was a clear burning smell. Lucky for me, Donna Marie had enough sense to go ahead and actually press the stop button to stop it from continuing. Otherwise, we might have had a fire. So right now, add it to the list. Microwave is not working. This one is clearly dead. It stinks of something burning inside. Safety hazard. Not pleased at all. But we'll get that looked at under warranty, and hopefully they will be able to secure the microwave this time.
Well, that was a bit of a bumpy road.
Yeah.
Got a situation.
And this is what happens when, the caravan manufacturers don't use original Anderson plugs and they use all these aftermarket stuff. The plugs just don't hold in.
So this was from the...
Yeah, this one was unfortunately from Crusader.
So hopefully there's not too much dust in the caravan.
Yeah. Maybe you can take a look.
Yeah, I'll go and have a look.
Did I give you the key?
Yeah, I've got it. Car and caravan getting pretty dirty. Lovely rusty red colour. No point cleaning it really until we finish the gib. We've been creative. How we're going in there? Oh, okay. So, the drawers have never opened before, so that's a start. But that's okay. Oh, is it broken? Yes, it is. This has been a crazy road. Oh, shower doors opening. That's not good. but it's not broken, so that's good. Why is that opening? Okay, I shall lock it again, and everything else looks okay apart from a broken drawer. Yay! Microwave's broken, but it's still up there. Okay, yes, that's the mess it was in when we left. That was down there. Oh, those things weren't down there though. Okay, so all good. Maybe not all good. Bit of a situation with the fridge. As long as it's still working. Yes, it is still working. It's nearly empty though. Okay, right. Alfred doing a bit of running repairs.
Sorry?
I'm just saying you've been doing a little bit of running repairs.
Yeah.
Is it fixable?
Yep.
Okay.
It'll be good.
All be good. Let's make sure everything's still connected.
Sorry?
Just making sure everything's still connected.
Yep. Well, I guess it's good that we are laughing and not crying.
Just doing a quick video. I've just put everything back in the baskets. We had a bit of an issue. The fridge door was broken, but the cupboard that everything came out is this one. It's broken, but look what survived. My wine glasses still exactly where I put them. Everything else fell out though. Oh,